A U.S. court issued a decision on Friday to grant unconditional release to the elected U.S. President Donald Trump following an investigation into 34 official charges against him related to the hush money case initiated by adult film actress Stormy Daniels and the manner in which those payments were made. These charges were filed against him in 2024. President Trump described this case as a horrifying experience, asserting that he is completely innocent of the allegations made against him. His lawyer stated that these charges should never have been brought against his client. U.S. Judge Juan Merchan characterized the case as extraordinary, noting that it has captured the attention of Americans due to its strange paradox. But he simultaneously confirmed that the court's procedures regarding it were ordinary. Merchan issued a ruling that does not involve imprisonment or fines for Trump, but it contains a conviction of the elected U.S. president on 34 criminal charges related to the case, which included falsification of certain documents. So, are there restrictions on Trump? This ruling does not impose any restrictions of any kind on the elected president, neither regarding his statements nor his movements. Therefore, the ruling does not place any limitations on the new president of the United States whatsoever. This decision does not impose any restrictions on the future president's travel within or outside the United States, in addition to maintaining his right to hold a diplomatic passport. Since the results of the 2024 U.S. presidential election confirmed Trump's victory, Special Counsel Jack Smith was instructed to dismiss the two cases against Trump, namely mishandling classified official documents and involvement in actions aimed at altering the results of the 2020 presidential election. The elected president still faces official charges in Georgia for undermining the election in that state, but the investigation into this case has stalled. The Georgia Attorney General was also removed from this case after it was proven that she was involved in a romantic relationship with one of her attorneys. What did Trump say? The elected U.S. president spoke in court for the first time since his trial began. Trump was in Florida, but appeared in the New York courtroom on Friday via video link. His speech lasted a few minutes, during which he discussed his innocence and his opposition to the entire lawsuit, describing it as politically motivated. The future president of the United States showed no remorse for the charges against him during his address to the court, claiming he had been subjected to unfair treatment. He also affirmed, "The truth is that I did not commit any wrongdoing." Although he did not speak extensively in court, Trump continued discussing the case elsewhere, outside the courtroom, posting on his social media platform, Truth Social. Radical Democrats lost another pathetic chase. After spending tens of millions of dollars and wasting over 6 years of hard work that should have been done to protect the people of New York from rampant violent crime destroying the city and state, coordinating with the Biden-Harris administration and weaponizing the judicial system, bringing baseless, unlawful, and false charges against your 45th and 47th president in Maine, I was exonerated unconditionally. He added, "This result alone proves that, as all scholars and legal experts have said, there is no case and there has never been a case, and this entire charade deserves to be dismissed entirely. The real jury, the American people, spoke by re-electing me with a landslide mandate in one of the most important elections in history." A failed attempt? Up until the final hours of Donald Trump's trial, his defense team was keen on branching the case into side avenues and taking all necessary actions to negate the criminal charges against the elected president and eliminate any possibility of restrictions of any kind on him. After successfully postponing the trial several times, Trump's legal team petitioned the U.S. Supreme Court to intervene and stop the ruling in this case, but the U.S. Supreme Court, which is the highest judicial authority in the country, declined to intervene. In May, a New York jury convicted former President Donald Trump on all 34 counts brought against him in the hush money case involving illegal payments to silence an adult film actress, making him the first former U.S. president to be criminally convicted. The biggest question now after the conviction is whether former President Trump could actually face imprisonment. Judge Juan Merchan, who presided over Trump's trial in New York for financial document falsification, announced that sentencing for Trump would occur on the morning of July 11th. The conviction was based on Trump's attempt to cover up the amounts he reimbursed to his former lawyer, Michael Cohen, who previously paid money to the adult film star in the final days of the 2016 election campaign to buy her silence regarding an alleged sexual encounter with Trump. The elected president denied all violations and pleaded not guilty, arguing that the case was an attempt to harm his 2024 presidential campaign.